Opposition parliamentarian Anura Kumara Dissanayake made a revelation regarding an alleged deal involving the importation of sugar.
When the special commodity levy on sugar was reduced to 25 cents, 90,000 metric tons of imported sugar had already been subjected to the previous tax. The government then instructed that sugar must be sold at 85 rupees. This created uncertainty in the market as sugar could not be sold at that rate after being subjected to the tax. Sugar was not being sold at 85 rupees in the market. Eventually, Satosa started selling sugar at 85 rupees. Trade Minister Bandula Gunawardena then declared that a kilo of sugar is sufficient for a family for a month. On the 27th of October, a discussion had taken place between Satosa chairman Nushad Pereira, secretary to the Ministry of Finance SR Artigala, and the president. A meeting also took place between the importers. A decision was then made to impose a duty of 40 rupees on imported sugar. The trade minister pointed out that the duty cannot be changed within a month. Through the Import and Export Control Department, the Trade Ministry directed that an import control license would be required to import sugar. As a result of this move, sugar consignments that were imported under a special commodity levy of 25 cents could not be cleared from the 30th of October to the 22nd of November. The government then announced that a levy of 40 rupees would be imposed on imported sugar from the 13th of November, but it was not implemented. After the 2nd of November, sugar was imported under the levy of 25 cents using the import control license. How did this take place? What connection did Satosa chairman Nushad Pereira have with these decisions? The trade minister cannot meet the president easily, but the chairman is a member of the Viatmaga movement that is allied to the president. They act as decision makers, although there is a cabinet for that purpose. When sugar was supposed to be sold at 85 rupees, Satosa procured 700 metric tons of sugar on the 13th of October. They purchased sugar at 127 rupees and 49 cents and sold it at 85 rupees. On the 27th of October, 700 metric tons had been purchased at 120 rupees and 50 cents before being sold at 85 rupees. On the 20th of October, 750 metric tons had been purchased at 92 rupees a kilo. These stocks had been imported by Shangri-La Hotel director Sajad Mauzoon. On the 22nd of October, 600 metric tons of sugar had been purchased by Satosa at 110 rupees a kilo. Although the government had imposed a maximum retail price of 85 rupees, they purchased the next stock at 121 rupees. How can that happen? For 30 years, vessels containing massive consignments of sugar did not reach the country, but on the 2nd of November, a vessel carrying 26,000 metric tons of sugar arrived in the country. Sajad Mauzoon had imported this stock as well. This importer has procured 37,000 metric tons of sugar under the special commodity levy of 25 cents. On the 12th of this month, a vessel containing 26,500 metric tons of sugar is expected to reach the country. This is to be imported by Wilmar Trading Company. Today, another vessel is being loaded with 13,500 metric tons of sugar. This is also to be imported by a company named Wilmar. The cost of sugar earlier stood at 135 rupees a kilo. When a tax worth 50 rupees is removed, the price of sugar must be brought down to 85. However, sugar is not being sold at that rate in the market. It is being sold between 125 and 135 rupees. Who is earning profits as a result of this move? If Secretary to the Ministry of Finance SR Artigala hurriedly meets the Prime Minister to sign a directive, does it indicate the government's work plan to sell sugar at 85 rupees? The Wilmar company is earning a massive additional profit for its procurement of 73,000 tons of sugar. As a result, the government has lost out on revenue as much as 4.5 billion rupees. Ideally, the government must earn revenue through 50 rupee levy or sugar must be sold at 85 rupees to the consumer. But neither the government nor the people have benefited. Our country imports 6.5 metric tons of sugar annually. However, nearly 200,000 metric tons have been imported within 2 months since the levy was reduced to 25 cents in October. This is being done by Sajad Mauzoon. The Viatmaga movement allowed to conduct meetings at the Shangri-La Hotel at low rates. Today, it is the Treasury that is paying the price. The government has lost out on revenue worth 4.5 billion rupees due to the importation of 90,000 metric tons of sugar. If this continues until 200,000 metric tons are imported, the loss will amount to 10 billion rupees. While the government loses out on the revenue, the people cannot purchase sugar at concessionary rates as well. What has taken place during this entire period? A corrupt group of businessmen are raking profits that must be received by the government. This is what I revealed in Parliament earlier as well. When revelations are made, who should respond to this? It is Minister of Trade Bandula Gunawardena who should have responded to this at that time. Today it is Finance Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, State Minister Ajit Niwad Cabral or a government parliamentarian who should respond to this. However, who has responded to my revelations? It is Nushad Pereira who has done that by convening media briefings. There is no point of convening media conferences in my absence. It was Nushad Pereira who informed the President on the idea of reducing the levy to 25 cents. If he is refuting this, ask him whether he had participated in those discussions or not. Question him on whether the State Minister of Finance was present at those meetings. These Ministers of Finance are puppets. It is Nushad Pereira and two other individuals who are calling the shots. Why was the levy on sugar reduced suddenly? It was done to felicitate these business dealings. On Anti-Corruption Day, the President urged the people to act against corruption.